Cancer. So let's start off with love, Cancer, and see what comes up for you. Okay, a bittersweet reunion or a beautiful new romance is on the cards for some of you. With the 6, okay, you've come up as your own sign here, Cancer. I always see that as something quite significant because it means big changes are coming up in this area of your life. So this is quite powerful. Now, there's definitely a reunion or the past that's coming back to you, okay? You've got the Cancer moon here and you had it present here. Cancer energy can symbolize an attachment that was formed previously or something that you're still emotionally linked to. And there could be some sort of reunion because there's some sort of reconnection that'll happen face to face. It could be someone you used to know from your childhood. It could be a romance that ended a few weeks ago, but it's something that belongs or lives in the past, whether it's recent or distant past, and it might be coming back around, okay? This is all about destiny playing a part at this reconciliation. So there's a reason why this is happening here. And I did mention soulmate, twin flame energy, and look, it could happen with a Cancer, Capricorn. You've got fire here as well. So you've got Gemini. So I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, there's destiny at play here, and I feel like it's important to pay attention to the connections, the people that are coming in around you, okay, especially ones that are coming from the past. I definitely feel like there's either someone missing you or wishing to be reconnected with you. They might be working hard on themselves. It could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. They might be maturing or growing because that's what the children can represent, because they want to reconnect. Okay, the Page of Wands is here and he expresses his emotions. So for some of you, there might be a fire sign, an Aries, Sag, or Leo. Can be any sign, but the Page of Wands is a declaration of love. He doesn't hesitate to let people know how he really feels. So he's able to freely express what he feels. So someone either wants to do that for you or to you, or you might be wanting to do that to them, okay? I definitely feel like for some of you, there's a foreign or distant lover or an online connection or online correspondence with someone special. So if you are meeting someone foreign, bilingual, different nationality, different culture, maybe they're based away from where you are, there could be a significant or deeper meaning to them coming into your experience or coming into your life. It's all about divine timing, linking it back to the Wheel of Fortune here. But it's also completion of cycles, okay? The World card, the Wheel of Fortune, some of you are completing a cycle and putting whatever it is that you're going through, you might actually be putting it into the past. Whether it's a favorable decision, whether it's an amicable decision, whether it's someone breaking up with you or you breaking up with them, some of you are putting the past in the past, okay? Or you're putting whatever it is that will be going on. It's something about communication. It's either you'll still maintain communication or you'll so badly want to communicate. Whether or not you actually do is a different story. But I feel like there's either a want of a reconciliation from your side or theirs, or maybe even mutual, because there's mutualness here. Some of you might have someone famous or well-known, okay, someone you've had your eye on with the Chariot card, someone you know through the community, maybe online social media, maybe they're a major or minor celebrity. You might be coupling up with someone like this, but career could also bring love, someone that you work with or someone that you might be introduced to, so that's also an option. But there's definitely, with the Six of Cups, this is sweetness, this is innocence. The children, for the most part, represent purity and genuine energy. So there is a genuine connection forming, or someone with very genuine intentions towards you. And it's beautiful. There's flowers, we see the children, there's excitement, it's the butterflies in the stomach. I definitely feel for a lot of you, someone could do something very sweet and thoughtful for you, or vice versa. You might be doing something very sweet and thoughtful for them too. But I also feel like there's a lot of self-improvement, or you're working on yourself somehow. Improving your looks, your personality, improving yourself emotionally, the way you handle things, the way you react, the way you respond. There could be a lot of self-growth happening. especially if you're healing from a breakup or healing from some sort of love situation. Breakups are often the most motivating factor in for us to better ourselves, you know, whether it's proving our exes wrong, whether they end up seeing these results or not, and it's purely just for our knowledge. At the end of the day, you'll know, Cancer. You'll know how you've benefited, you'll know how you've grown, you know the changes that you'll make. And sometimes that's all you need that self-reassurance. But for a lot of you, I definitely feel like destiny is at play in love. Divine masculine and divine feminine connection coming together. I really want you to pay close attention to who you're walking away from or who you're letting go. Maybe they've done something bad with the Devil card. Maybe you've done something bad. Is it really that bad, Cancer? You'll have to ask yourself this month. Was it that bad that you had to walk away, that you had to end things? You know, a lot of these big questions are going to be circling back and forth in your mind here. So that's something to look out for. Let's have a look at your career, though, and see what comes up. Or finances, anything involving creative pursuits or jobs, professions. Okay, quite a confronting situation in the workplace potentially, and that's coming up with the Emperor. It might be coming from an Aries, or an Aries might be involved, but the Emperor can be quite confrontational and intimidating. So there might be a person that intimidates you, or an intimidating or confrontational situation that you'll encounter, okay? You might end up tongue-tied or not really sure how to communicate or what to say, because there is more air cards here which give credence to the Lovers, which is all about communication. I often feel like the Queen of Swords represents Gemini as well. So, but look, there's a bit of a fork in the road, or a decision that needs to be made in regards to work. Sorry, there's 4 air cards. I definitely feel it's about attitude, or the way you communicate in the workplace, or there might be a few lacks or limitations or delays in terms of communication, okay? There could also be a betrayal. The Ten of Swords can be literally someone stabbing you in the back, okay? Ulterior motives. Someone you thought that was your friend actually is your competitor. Maybe you're applying for the same role, trying to get the same recognition or accreditation, but there could be an element of competition here, okay? So be careful. The notion or the need to protect yourself is quite high this month, especially if you're sharing your creative work out there to the world through ebooks, publishers, agents, and things of that nature. Make sure your ideas are protected, or as protected as they can be. And be careful who you communicate your ideas to, because you never know who's listening. Okay? But I definitely feel like a situation might unfold, something that you didn't really see coming. The blindfold could be lack of foresight, or the blindfold is that you've chosen to look the other way, turn the other cheek. Something that has gone wrong, will go wrong, or doesn't align with company standards, or is, you know, unethical or immoral, you know, or taboo even. The Devil can be taboo things, absolutely. These things may surface around you in the workplace, and there might be an opportunity for you to stand up and say something. And look, maybe for the most part it's quite intimidating and you could get in trouble, or it's tied into a lot of, or determined upon a lot of different factors. But this sort of tricky situation could be coming up, okay? For others, I feel like you're learning something new in the workplace. The Queen of Swords is well-read, well-versed, highly intellectual, and very, very knowledgeable. So for some of you, you're learning a lot. You're absorbing or observing the environment that you're working in, and you're connecting with people on a more deeper intellectual basis. So building more rapport, whether this is with internal staff, clientele, or this is external, you know, external stakeholders, customers, clients, people that you service. That might also be a possibility here as well. But be careful of that Devil with the Ten of Swords. You will resolve that situation, but some of you might be fed up that you might end up walking away. The Five of Swords is walking away from a situation and picking up the pieces. Maybe you need time off. Maybe you need a vacation or a break here with the World card. Maybe you need to think about where your direction is going with where you're at. But I definitely see some of you walking away, leaving behind a job because you're fed up with something that is, or is continuing to happen, or it is taboo, or maybe it's power, maybe it's lack of power, maybe it's a lack of acknowledgement you might be experiencing. But these sorts of things could be coming up and impacting your decision to stay or to go. And that would be your conundrum this month, okay? That would be the area in which you have that problem and you need to sort through it. Again, duality or opposition is coming up. I definitely feel you have a lot more competition. The Emperor is deeply competitive. He loves a challenge. And Aries in the Roman mythology was seen as the god of war and opposition. So he's very quick to oppose, very quick to judge, very quick to do things differently. So be prepared for criticism. If you're going to have something out there this month, you're going to be met with criticism. And isn't that always the case? It's not just you, but you might be met with these sorts of things this month. Okay, so that's something to take into consideration, I suppose. I will leave your extended reading at that though, Cancer, so I do hope that has helped you and given you some further insight, and we shall be catching up very soon. Thanks again, everyone, and bye for now.